foot press. This one's actually a 560, but the 560, the 580, the Frister machine and also the Hoylek machine are all the same. The base machine was the old Pfaff machine. They have made a few upgrades, but essentially it's the same thing. So how does it work? Well, you've got the heating shoe, which gets hot and it can be set to different temperatures. And then you've got the steam generation. Steam generation is done via the water tank, the water pump, which is underneath there, the steam generator, which is that piece. So the water is pumped from the tank through up into the steam generator, then it flows from the steam generator up into the shoe. That's essentially how it works. It's all controlled by, the control unit, which is here. So that's the brains of the outfit, and that controls all the different mechanisms. So problems that you have are a lack of steam, which if you've got a lack of steam can be just the block shoe. There is a video online showing how to unblock the shoe. It can be a block steam generator, which is quite a big problem because that's very difficult to change. It can be a blockage in one of these pipes or a block filter. So that would be a lack of steam. Having no steam would be a total blockage, or either the pump's gone or the pump control's gone. So where is the pump control? Pump control actually comes from one of those resistors in there. In this case they're blue. The old ones I think were grey. The blue ones hardly ever go, but the grey ones on the older machines do have issues, and they go quite more frequently. So if the board's not giving the pump any power, then obviously it's not going to work. So the control's working, but the resistor, once that breaks down, just turns the power off. So it's very difficult to try and figure out whether the issue is the pump or the board. The pump's about 30 quid. The boards are more expensive, about £200, but they're not particularly difficult to change. It's just a matter of just making a note of where all the wires go, and then very carefully swapping the board out. Alternatively, these boards can be replaced, can be repaired. The resistors can be renewed in the board, which would then give the power back to the pump and allow the water to be pumped up through the system. In terms of the float and the amount of water in the tank is kind of irrelevant. It doesn't shut the machine down, it just says you're going to run out of water soon. The filter, which is in there, actually detects how clean the water is, and if the machine thinks the water is dirty, it tells you you need a new filter. Now, if it thinks, so it's not necessarily the water is dirty or unfiltered, but if the machine thinks that, it will shut down the steam element. To overcome that, if you disconnect one of these wires, doesn't matter which one, from its connector, the machine will never get a signal saying the water's dirty. So in that respect, you would never need another filter. However, you run the risk then of blocking the system, because dirty water can get through and up into the steam generator and the heating shoe. So hopefully that's a bit of an overview of how these machines work, and hopefully that will help out.